Hi guys, welcome back to Lessons and Reflections with Stacey, and in today's video I will be sharing my top 5 rules for a healthy relationship. This is something that just worked for me and something that I feel like, us women need to know. Okay, so let's get into the video. Okay, so excuse me. So y'all know how I do. Sometimes my brain could be everywhere because, again, this is something that I am passionate about. So every time I'm passionate about something, I have to just write down everything just to ensure that I'm organized, because I could be rambling and just get sidetracked. So I did write it down. So we're just gonna get right into it, shall we? Okay. This is not in any order, but again, I just want to have a little disclaimer out there. I am no professional. I am no psychiatrist. I'm no therapist. Don't have a license or anything. This is just based on my experience, based on things that I've witnessed and things that I feel like is really important for us women to know. So let's get into it, shall we? First one, again, is not in any order. First one, put yourself first. So to me, people who know me know I am really big on self-love, putting you first. When you put yourself first, you will know what and what not to settle for. You will know how to, when you love yourself, you would allow others to love you. So that was my big thing. That is something that I feel like all women out there, men, whoever, but specifically women, because I'm really big on women empowerment, and I feel like we need to put ourselves first in all situations. Of course God, but after God, we gotta put ourselves first. Okay, I would elaborate a little bit more, but I just don't want this video to be super lengthy, so I'm just gonna go on to the second one. Second one, compromise. I feel like in a relationship, sometimes as individuals, we're so used to doing things our way and moving how we want to if we were single. But I feel like when you actually form a union, it's important to compromise, and just make sure both parties are happy. It's not, I feel like it takes two. It's not only, you making that other person happy. No, it's also ensuring that that other person make you happy as well. So a healthy compromise, I feel, will work perfect. That's one of the keys to a healthy relationship. So the third one, I'll repeat, never compromise your happiness, ever. I mean, ever. It's one thing to, and I just want to make this clear because I know previously I said to compromise in a relationship, but to make this clear, never compromise your happiness, especially if you're not happy, clearly, right? If you're not happy, if you feel like it's draining you, if you feel like it's just not right. I feel like us women, sometimes we can really hold on to the long run for to someone knowing that they may not be the right one. You clearly unhappy, but I feel like sometimes we hold on out of fear, maybe not knowing what the outcome is going to be after we let go of this person. In some cases, a loss is not always a loss. In some cases, it's a gain. And I feel like it's so important. And this just goes back to the first one, putting yourself first. And we have to know when enough is enough and when is that time to be out. Okay? And that's what I mean about not compromising your happiness. It's one thing to compromise for both parties to be happy, but it's another thing to compromise your happiness when you're not happy, you're drained, you don't want to be in this relationship, this relationship is stressful, it's draining, it no longer serves you any good. That's what I'm talking about. So it's all about knowing when to leave and knowing when to stay. Okay? Next one, don't put past images on current people. I feel like sometimes, maybe in our previous relationship, we tend to bring that baggage onto our new one and projecting the fear and insecurities that we experienced in the previous relationship to the current one. And I feel like that don't do anything but make the current relationship hell. It just makes everything stressful, you know, because you wind up feeling like, okay, you have to prove yourself because this person is just stressed out or scared that you're going to do them how the previous person did. So that's you trying to prove yourself, like, okay, I'm not like this person, you know, and like the pressure. And I just feel like it's just not fair in general, you know. It's not fair that a new person have to deal with the hurt that someone else caused you, you know. It's not fair to me, and I feel like sometimes we tend to do that without even knowing. But it's important to be aware of that, because that could cause a really bad strain on your relationship and prevent anything from going further. So yeah, that's definitely something that we should all be aware of. Healing is important. I recommend you heal first before you even enter anything new at all, just to prevent a new relationship from even just ending before it even start, you know. So really think about that. Okay, oh my god, did we go through 4 already? Yeah, so the last one, wow. Okay, the last one is accountability, and I did make a video of stressing the importance of accountability. So I know it didn't come out yet. I know I will have it out probably sometime this week. But anyway, accountability. I feel like it's so important to take ownership in your role. So important. Because when you take accountability, you take ownership of what you distribute to this relationship. You have a sense of awareness, and you would know what or what not to do when it comes down to the second relationship. I feel like sometimes we, and I don't want to go too on about accountability because I did make a video just strictly dedicated to it. But the point is, taking ownership in the role that you play in a relationship is crucial. It's really important. That would definitely help with any further, any future relationships. So take ownership in what you did. And when you take ownership, you will learn from those mistakes, and you will apply those to the next one. So yes, guys, that was it. Oh my god, I went through that extremely quickly, but that was it when it comes down to the 5 rules. This is something that helped me out when it came down to my relationship. And just to give you a little brief little summary of my relationship, I feel like I've been with my fiance for 9 years, and we went through so many ups and downs. But one thing that I learned the most was when you pretty much stop projecting your fear and insecurities on the next person, you will be able to see them for who they are and see them for what they do, opposed from just that the past hurt that they caused. You get what I mean? It's so hard to move on or see if somebody's trying to change if you are just focused on that one thing that they did, that it just defeats everything that they're trying to do. And of course, you have to use your better judgment on certain things. I know every relationship is different, but just to give you out a little tea with that, that's something that I had to learn in my relationship. Compromising and everything is so important. And I feel like us women, we always want to see the good in people, man. Always. It's just something about us. We always want to see the good in people, and sometimes that would allow us to put ourselves in interesting positions that next thing you know, we find out that we with this person for like 50 years and we was never happy to begin with. You get what I mean? Again, it goes back into fear. It goes back into somebody could give you 500 reasons as to why you should leave, and you would think about that one thing that they did that was just great for that moment and take it and run with it. And to me, I feel like that's settling for less, and we have to know when to leave a toxic relationship. It's so important, y'all. I am really big on women empowerment, and I'm really big on us women bigging ourselves up. You know, again, it starts with us. Like, we have to, in order for us to even receive any kind of compliment, we have to feel that, okay? We have to feel it. And I get it, sometimes our experiences, we lose ourselves in our experiences sometimes, but it's important to be aware of that. So, you know, like, look yourself in the mirror and be like, you know what? I'm that bitch. period. Okay? So yes, guys, like, I know some certain cases is extremely hard and is easy said than done, but we have to do better when it comes down to the choices that we make, you know, and we have to hold ourselves accountable for those choices that we make, and you know, support one another in our time. You know, I feel like one thing that I hate, or I don't want to say hate, but whatever, dislike, no, I kind of hate it, I ain't gonna front, but yeah, I hate when if you're going through something and you trying to vent to one of your homegirls or your girlfriends, and they say, oh, if I was you, I would leave. First off, one, I would never tell somebody to leave anybody. What I would say is I would encourage you to see things differently so you will be able to make that decision for yourself, opposed from hearing it from somebody else. Because we all know if someone was to say, oh, you should just leave that person, are we really going to do that? We ain't doing it. We are not doing that. And if we do it, we only going to do it because you said something, not because we really feel it. And it just goes back into, we handle things on our own time, and we move on our own time, we learn on our own time. But I really dislike when you have like girlfriends who's really not supportive, and you don't have to always agree. There's a lot of things I don't agree with, you know, with people, but I'm not about to sit here and belittle you for the decision that you made. I'm just going to be like, listen, girl, you know, I support you. You know what I mean? I support whatever decision that you want to do. It is what it is. But you want to learn on your own. And if you need something, I'm here. But you just give them that space so they could learn on their own. You get what I mean? And you don't have to belittle them in the process, because that's not, honestly, that's not helping nobody. If they already struggling with leaving a certain situation, and they come into you, a person that they could trust and they could talk to and vent to, I mean, the least you could do is have, you know, be an open ear, or give them advice if they want it, or whatever. You get what I mean? The last thing they want is, you know, somebody to belittle them or make them feel even worse about the decision that they make. You get what I mean? They already, trust me, they already putting that pressure on themselves. They already feel bad. You get what I mean? Everybody, we are worst critics, so we don't need somebody else to make us feel 10 times worse. We do enough of that on our own, okay? So, yeah, guys, this was really important. This was really important for me to go over, because I just feel like not only do we need the support from one another, but we need to be aware about our decisions and take accountability in our role. And one more thing before I end this, guys, it's important to take things for how it's given, opposed from what you want it to be. Just let that sink in. We all create a perfect image in our head. That does not mean that we are receiving that. So be aware of that. And again, it just goes back into know when to leave and know when to stay. Okay, that is all. Guys, thank you so much for watching. For all my beautiful ladies out there, just know that y'all are queens, y'all are dope, do not settle for less. Y'all are worth it, okay? Y'all are worth it. Let's just look in the mirror 1 second. I don't have a mirror, but I'm gonna act like this is my mirror. Look in the mirror 1 second and just know, y'all have it, period. Don't ever tilt y'all crown for nobody, okay? Period. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and until next time, bye.